Today we'll discuss a topic that has long been circulating in fans' minds. A question that continues to echo behind the glitz of the stage, the spotlights of the cameras, and Kim Taehyung's ever-present, sincere smile. It's simple, yet profound. Where is HYBE's voice when Taehyung stands alone in the face of a storm of rumors, speculation, and baseless accusations? For years, the public has watched Taehyung choose to walk quietly. He doesn't speak much, doesn't openly oppose, and doesn't ignite conflict. Instead, he continues to appear with a warm smile, greets fans, and expresses his feelings through his work. But behind all this, one thing continues to bother him. Why is management, which should be a bulwark, so silent? Taehyung's name has been dragged into the vortex of speculation more than once. But each time, the agency remains silent. There's been no official clarification, no simple statement to reassure. Precisely because of this silence, a wave of suspicion has arisen. Is a prominent figure like Taehyung being left alone in the hustle and bustle of the entertainment industry? Yet, everyone knows Taehyung is more than just a member of BTS. He is one of the most influential faces in modern K-pop history. His charisma, talent, and charm have transcended cultural and linguistic boundaries, making his name remembered far beyond Korea. Ironically, however, when baseless rumors strike, the very people who should be at the forefront are absent. In the fast-paced entertainment world, reputations are built not only on works, but also on personal image. That's where the agency's role becomes crucial, not just in promotion, but also in protecting artists when attacked by injustice. However, when silence becomes a strategy, the public begins to perceive that silence as more akin to neglect. For ARMY, who have always been the first line of defense, this is disappointing. They feel that the official voice from the company should be a moral shield, not only to maintain their image, but also to protect the heart of an artist who has given so much. But in reality, that voice is never present, even when it is truly needed. Even so, Taehyung continues to walk with his head held high. He rarely responds to gossip, but every smile he gives seems to convey that he chooses not to get caught up in the drama. However, everyone knows that such a burden cannot be borne alone. This phenomenon began to be noticed by the media. It wasn't simply sensationalized, but also highlighted as a reflection of the dark side of the Korean entertainment industry, that artists are often left to face public pressure without adequate protection. And Taehyung became a visible example for all to see. The question then became, what is the true function of an agency if not to protect its artists when the going gets tough? ARMY has done much, debunking rumors, spreading clarifications, even creating support trends on social media. But they are merely a fan community, not an official institution. They shouldn't be the only ones speaking out. HYBE's reputation began to be questioned, not because of its business strategy or promotional plans, but because of its absence when one of its biggest artists needed protection. Some argued that silence was a strategy to stifle the issue so it wouldn't escalate. But in today's digital age, silence is more often interpreted as an action. And in Taehyung's case, it only added to the impression that he was going without support. Public disappointment didn't happen overnight. It was the result of many similar moments where HYBE's voice was unheard. The more this pattern repeated itself, the more fragile the trust that had been built over the years became. However, on the other hand, Taehyung's strength became increasingly apparent. He continued to create, continued to smile, and remained an inspiring figure. Even in silence, he displayed extraordinary maturity. He didn't seek confrontation, but his calm presence became a symbol of strength. But an artist's strength is no excuse for leaving them to fight alone. A company should be there as a protector, not just a spectator. Now, ARMY and the public are speaking out even louder. Hashtags supporting Taehyung continue to emerge on various platforms. This isn't just an expression of fanaticism, but a tangible manifestation of concern for the injustice they perceive. Even international media outlets are taking notice. Why is a global icon like BTS's V seemingly left alone to face pressure? Ironically, even though HYBE chose to remain silent, Taehyung continued to demonstrate loyalty. He continued to attend official events, continued to promote the group and company, and maintained a positive image that ultimately benefited the agency. He did all this without complaint, even though the public was aware that behind his smile there might be unspoken pain. And this is where the public felt a significant imbalance. An artist who gave everything seemed to struggle to receive a simple defense. ARMY is not just a group of fans. They are a critical and educated global community. They know when to speak up, and this time they spoke up not to incite conflict, but to demand fair treatment for the artists they love. The social pressure on HYBE is now increasingly apparent. It's not just about Taehyung, but about how a major company should demonstrate moral responsibility towards the artists who support its fame. Now, all eyes are on HYBE. Fans, the media, the public, and even other entertainment industry players are watching. Because how the company handles this situation will reflect their values and integrity in the eyes of the world. Taehyung may never have uttered a word of protest, but every quiet step he takes, every look he shares, is a loud, silent message that even in a world as seemingly beautiful as K-pop, there are those who harbor pain in silence. And now, the biggest question remains. Will HYBE continue to choose the path of silence? Or will they finally stand by their artist, providing the protection that should be their responsibility?